What is going on, everybody, and welcome on back into Call of the Wild, where we are going through our Ultimate Hunting Guide series, and today I'm bringing you Cuatro Colinas. Now then, Cuatro is a beautiful Spanish map boasting 10 animal species and 4 variants of the Ibex, and it's a really beautiful map. I absolutely love going around here, especially through the vineyards. But let's go ahead and start off with covering the 10 animals that can be found on this map. If you guys find this video useful, please do make sure that you like the video and also subscribe if you haven't already so that you never miss an upload. So we start off things with the European Hare and the Roe Deer. We then also have the wild boar, then have the 4 type of ibex, which are going to be the Ronda ibex, the Basidi ibex, the southeastern ibex, as well as the Grados ibex. Then we also have the Iberian Mouflon and wolf, and then finally we have the beautiful red deer. Now then, those of you that have seen these videos before, you will know exactly how these videos work. We start off by covering each animal individually, and we go through their need zone locations and times. We then move on to discussing where the outposts can be found on this map. We also discuss the guns that I run, and then finally we talk about callers, which, surprise surprise, I don't actually use. So let's go ahead and do that now by covering the European Hare. So the European Hare, as with most small species, can be found all over the map. It doesn't really matter where you are, you'll be able to find them no matter what. Their need zone times are from 5 until 11 in the morning, as well as 4 until 10 in the evening, and they're a really fun class 1 species to hunt. Next up is going to be the Roe Deer, the beautiful class 3 animal that can be found on this map. Now then, this series is designed to give you guys the best spots for them, so I'm only going to mention one particular area, which is going to be the right hand side of the map, and it's going to be these 3 lakes right here. They are the absolute best for finding all of the Roe Deer, and I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and start hunting those lakes. So in terms of the Roe Deer need zone times, you are looking from 2 in the morning until 9 in the morning, and then you are also looking at 1 in the afternoon until 9 in the evening. So 2 really long, beautiful need zone times there for you guys to hunt them. Next up, we are going to be talking about the beautiful wild boar. And my one tip for you guys for the wild boar is going to be to make your way along the riverbank of the south side of the river that goes through the map. That tends to be where I hear a lot of the calls coming out from, and it tends to be a generally good rule of thumb for finding the wild boar. The other area, of course, is going to be this lake that is just off of the river, so definitely check that one out as well. And of course, the need zone times for the wild boar are going to be from 3 in the morning until 7 in the morning, and then also from 7 in the evening until 11 at night as well. Now then, usually we go one by one. However, the Ibex, I'm going to cover all of them at the exact same time for 2 main reasons. 1, it's really easy to go ahead and say where they are, and 2, they all have the exact same need zone time. So the Ibex actually share the map, okay? You can see there's sort of 4 partitions of the map. There's the upper left-hand side, there's the upper right-hand side, the lower left-hand side, and then also the lower right-hand side. And each variant of the Ibex basically owns a certain region of the map. So for example, in the top right section, you are looking at the Ronda Ibex. The top left region is going to be the home of the Basidi Ibex. And then the Grados is going to be the bottom left. And then finally, we have the beautiful southeastern Ibex, which are going to be in the bottom right. Now then, I'm going to give you guys one crucial location for each of them because I think that it's going to really help you guys out. So we'll start up in the upper right hand corner here for the Ronda Ibex, and that is going to be this lake right here in the middle. It's a really good one, and it's the reason I have the tent right there. I find an absolute ton of them right here around this lake, as well as the upper left hand side of this lake over here as well. Then when talking about the Basidi Ibex, one of the most hot spot locations that I've ever found for them is going to be around this lake right here. And it's a really good spot as well because there is an outpost just below it, and then I've also put my tent just up here next to the lookout tower to give me that extra perspective to try and find them. Now then, in Grados territory, you are going to be looking at this lake right here, just off to the right of the main lake, and then also the left-hand territory of this lake right here, which if you turn your head to the left looks kind of like a shoe. That's how I remember it if I'm ever trying to find it on the map, and that's going to be a great spot for the Grados. And then moving on here to the southeastern, where we are going to be looking at this lake right here in between the 3 of them, a really great spot for them, and that's the reason why I have the tent right there as well. Now then, let's go ahead and move on to the Mouflon. Now then, the Iberian Mouflon are actually very similar to the Roe Deer in terms of the areas where you'll find them. So if we go ahead and have a look on this right-hand side, again, these 3 lakes right here, you're going to be looking for some Mouflon. They love to be at the bottom of this lake right here. I think that's actually one of their need zones. Down at this lake as well, and then up on the upper left-hand side around here on this lake as well. But then also around here as well, I do sometimes find some Mouflon. So upper right-hand side of the map, you're going to find a lot of them. I'm not too sure about this lake here. I don't actually know, but feel free to go ahead and have a look. You might get lucky with them, but I know that these 4 lakes right here in the very upper right hand side are going to be a really good spot for them. And then in terms of the Iberian Mouflon's need zone times, you're going to be looking from 6 in the morning until 9 in the morning, and then you're also going to be looking from 3 in the afternoon until 10 o'clock at night. So make sure that you go ahead and get your M1 at the ready and start taking them out. Now then, the other Iberian species on this map are the Iberian Wolf, and they can be found all over the map. They are a pack species that do roam around. You can find them at most bodies of water in their need zone times, and when you are roaming on around, you will often hear them calling out. Let me tell you, when you hear that, you know that they mean business, and it really gets the blood rushing when you get surrounded. Now then, in terms of their need zone time, they are a nocturnal preference species, so they often hunt from midnight until 7 AM, and then also from 7 in the evening until midnight as well. Finally, we are going to discuss the red deer, the beautiful red deer on this map, and I absolutely love this map for a red deer grind. If you guys are looking to go ahead and start your grade 1 grind, Cuatro Colinas is an absolute shout, mostly because of the upper right hand side. This seems to be 3 lakes right here that are really hot for the red deer, but also there are a couple of sections along the river as well that you will find them. Need zones I have noticed vary from player to player, so you'll have to go along and try and find them in their drink zone time, but that is often a good spot, as well as these 3 lakes like I say on the right hand side. But they do also have another couple of need zones down here in the bottom middle, and then also on this left hand side as well. Don't count those spots out, you might just miss your great one if you do. Now then, in terms of red deer need zone times, they have pretty standard times of 5 in the morning until 9 in the morning, and then also a really long afternoon evening need zone from 1 PM until 9 PM. So there you have it. There's our 10 species of animals all covered. Now next up, I always give you guys all of the outpost locations. This is not going to be any exception to that, so there you go. Go ahead and pause the video to check where those are. The guns that I run for this map are my standard loadout. I use the 22 LR for my class 1. There's no class 2 animals on this reserve, so I don't carry a class 2 capable gun. Instead, we rock the Solikin, which is a class 3 to 7 gun. We then also have the trusty M1 for the majority of the 4 to 8s. As there is no animal that is class 7 or above, we don't even need the 300, so we only have the 3 guns. And then finally, as I mentioned at the start, I don't really carry callers with me when I'm hunting. It doesn't suit my style of hunting, which tends to be a bit more run and gun. However, if I have one on me right here, which I do, I'll go ahead and show you guys, like I did in the last video, that if you have a look there, just underneath where my quick access is, you can see that it says the affected species right there. If you guys want to go ahead and take some callers out with you, go ahead and check the affected species to see which callers are compatible with the animals on this reserve. And there we have it. That is the Cuatro Colinas Ultimate Hunting Guide. If this video has been useful, as I said at the start, please do go ahead and smash the like button, but also subscribe to the channel if you are new around here so that you never miss another upload. And I will catch you guys in the next video. We only have 2 more reserves to cover, and I'm going to get on those very soon. So until then, guys, enjoy the hunting out there. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.